done taking the poop walk, emptying the garbage, doing the pre-trip, doing all the things outside. Now we're inside. I need to get you the chat in my ear. I don't use the big earphones that most truck drivers use. I see no point in carrying that weight all around. I use what my friend Daryl calls the horse collar, and this side has stopped retracting. Good morning, Robin. Good morning. Wow, what time is it there? It's 5 o'clock there. So I got to get you guys in my ear. I got to finish putting the coffee in the thermos. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. You got up at 3 just so you wouldn't miss me? Right. God, okay, I believe that. I gotta approve my logs for yesterday. Right. You couldn't sleep. Yeah, well, you too. I'm so happy to see both of you. I'm surprised to see anybody in here. Everybody's probably sleeping in. I slept in till like, yeah, or maybe that. Yeah. The alarm went off at 4. You know, the coffee maker started at 3:30. The alarm went off at 4. I shut off the alarm, rolled over, and when I rolled back over, it was like after 5:30. Maybe I should get up. So, Christmas present to myself, I slept in for an hour and a half. Felt good, too. I'm going in and out. What is, you mean, Andrea, what is it like for you? You mean the volume? Like the voice? Like that kind of thing? You're in bed. I don't blame you. What do you mean I'm going? Oh, the sound is going in and out. What about for you, Andrea? How's the sound for you? It's cutting out? Is it me or is it you? So if she's having the same problem, then it's me. And it's probably Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm sorry, but I love this hat. I love this hat. Okay. Good morning, Margie. Good morning. Niles is singing to you. So I got a couple of little chores to do before we... oh, Ivy B, good morning. Good morning. Is it you that we were talking about yesterday? You have a sock video, Ivy? Do you have a crocheted sock video? Was that her we were talking about? Was it you or me? No, no, I was talking to Diane last night in the Discord voice chat. Oh, you don't have who was it? Crocheted pair of socks that you will actually wear. That's the title of the video. And that's done with the waistcoat. Oh, and speaking of socks, I'll show you my progress on my first pair of socks. Good morning, Amy. Good morning. It was good to have you in Discord yesterday. After everybody left and Diane came in, and Diane and I chatted for quite a while while I started these socks. Okay. Let me get this. Let me get you guys in my ear so we can at least get going on this. Oh, good morning, Tammy. Good morning. I haven't checked email. I'm not checking email this morning. I'm trying to get focused on going to work. Trying to get in the mood. I have to get up early so that I can get in the mood to go to work. Okay. Garbage can is set up and ready to go. Merry Christmas, everybody coming in. Oh, wow, I gotta show you guys my progress. Look at all those Advent packages I need to open. Okay, one thing at a time here. Let's get this coffee up here. I gotta get my thermos filled up. Well, you texted me a picture of Grandpa holding a grandbaby. Ugh. Okay. I saw Grandpa being a grandpa. Saw that picture. Of course, I was in bed. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look at it later. I can't look at it now. Sorry. Okay. I love my thermos. Okay. Got my coffee getting ready. Right? Yes. It's like I got to get up early so I have time to get in the mood to be a truck driver. Lots of chores to do morning and night. I don't always get them done, but I try. But I definitely have to get the coffee in the thermos, get the coffee maker cleaned out and put away. I got to make her seaworthy for our trip today. We're going to end up in somewhere in Wyoming. I know that we've got a fuel stop in Cheyenne. We always got a fuel stop in Cheyenne. Hi, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I did. See what I missed here. Feliz Navidad. Really? Oh. Okay. So, I got my, I started my first sock, and the light in here is terrible, but this is, it's toe up, and I should have been keeping track of my rounds, because you do it until it reaches a certain measurement. And so that's the toe of my first crocheted sock. And it's done in Sasquatch yarn colors. Good morning, Sue. And the heel and the cuff will be in orange, like a dark pumpkin. Really nice. And so my first pair of socks, and I'm going to be experimenting, I think, throughout the year with socks. Because to me, crochet makes a denser fabric, right? Than a knitted item. You know, using a similar, I really like it. And I like working with this yarn. I've never worked with fingering before. Yes. I have never done anything in fingering, and I really like this yarn. Good. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody coming in. So this feels good. This feels really good. But like I said, you know, thank you. It is a denser fabric than knitted socks. So to me, it's more like they're more like slippers, like house socks, you know. I know, such a backhanded comment coming from Niles, right? So anyway, it's dense, but I like the feel of the fabric. Aren't these great? These are Sasquatch yarn colors made by Have a Some Yarn. Have a Some Yarn Rachel in Boise made this special, you know, hand-dyed yarns specifically for Sasquatch yarns, for robins. So I'm very happy. Who was asking me last night about buying about buying the sock set. I don't think it was Diane. It was somebody. Yeah, I think it was Diane. I thought so too. I thought, you know, a fingering weight might be a little fiddly for me. I really like it. I like it. It's not like, I mean, it's wound really well. It's spun really well. Merry Christmas! Yeah, it's spun really well, and holds its form really well. So it was really nice to crochet with. It's kind of, you know, you have 2 sock sets left. Well, let Diane know, because she's like, is it on her website? I'm like, I don't know. I doubt it. So let Diane know. She was asking. I don't know that she's gonna buy, but she was asking about that. So, yeah. Like, I don't think it's on her website. Oh, I better go. I better do this on.
Please drive to highlighted bridge.
Okay. Yarn Happy Kim, good morning. Oh, Yarn Happy Kim. Maybe I should take my vitamins before I run today, huh? It's on the Insta page. Okay, well, send her a link. Text her a link. So anyway, that's the beginning of my socks. You know, when the first time I picked up crochet thread, I was very surprised at how nice it was to work with, because it's wound really well. It doesn't split. So, I really like this yarn. And, oh, let me show you the contrasting color that's going to go. Yes, I got to take my vitamins. So this is the contrasting color. It's an orange, like a pumpkin-y orange. And that's going to be the heel and the cuff. So that is going on. That's what I worked on yesterday. I feel very accomplished. Vitamins, XX. Thank you, Kim. I would have forgotten if I hadn't seen you come walking through the door. I have fuel and def. We are ready to roll, huh, mister? He is ready. He's so ready. Okay, everything in the back is ready to go. Okay. XX, you guys. Best vitamin supplement. #1 vitamin supplement in the world. #1 selling. Okay. Let's see. Get the truck ready to roll. We've been out kicking the tires and lighting the fires this morning. And pooping the dog. Isn't it great? Okay. Pam, good morning. Good morning. Really? You like it? Oh, good. Niles is singing Christmas songs today. So every time you say Merry Christmas, Niles is going to break out into song. Let me see what's, okay, so that's the dome, sleeper dome. Let's do this. It's still dark out. There's a little bit of frost. I wouldn't say freezing fog. The fog is, it's a little frosty out there, like on the tires. I felt it when I went to thump the tires. I felt them, and there, it's like the fog was just slightly frozen on the tread, so I'll be careful coming out of here. What does everybody have planned today? Make sure this is working. I gotta get it going. Okay, somebody say something. Not you, Patty. Somebody say something. Testing, testing. Yes! Nancy, good morning. Oh! Oh, don't. You're going to make him run out of the room scared to death, Amy. He's a typical guy. Are you crocheting? What are you making, Kim? Breakfast with the grandkids. So, are they coming over to your place, or are you going back over there, Robin? Or did you spend the night out there? What's going on? Crochet by night. Mufasa? Is that like a spin-off of The Lion King? Or are you going to see The Lion King? Okay. So you're headed back over there. Mufasa? I don't keep up. I don't know what's going on. Christmas Day is a great day to go to the movies, isn't it? My mom and I like to go to the movies. The other grants. Okay. My mom and I like to go to the movies on Christmas Day. You're making a scarf? Nice. Very nice. I'm making socks. I can't believe I am making socks. So here's the thing, you know, we've got the make along and, you know, going on right now and going on through January is making a divine hat and sending a picture to either me or send it straight over to Keri Jetton. So in honor of her guys that she is teaching to crochet. They're so hungry for crochet. They went all through the beginner lessons and they have gone all through. Yeah, well, I'm really enjoying these and I'm enjoying this yarn. They are quickly going through all the yarn that has been donated for them, because remember, they have no access to yarn other than donations. They have no access to the internet. There's no internet access, and crochet is keeping them from making poor choices. So they're choosing to crochet over making bad decisions. So let's keep them in yarn and let's keep encouraging them. Keri is letting them know that there's a whole community out here that is supporting them. Tammy, Robin, can you share the link to that? They're basic socks by Olva Poltava. Robin, if you can find that link and share it, that'd be great. They're just basic socks. Now, I do want to try, thank you. I do want to try the waistcoat stitch socks that we were just talking about. I want to try that. And Robin keeps, yes, I'm getting to that, Robin. I'm getting there. But in January, our make-along is, we are supporting those guys by making a divine hat. Let me get mine down. And then sending a picture of the hat to either me or Keri. I will forward it on to Keri, and she will show the guys so that they know there's a whole community doing a make-along with them. They're going to do their first make-along, which is a divine hat, because they've gone through all the beginner lessons. They just flew through the beginner lessons, and they're flying through all that yarn. So she could use more yarn donations. Beginner friendly yarns, you guys. There are links in the description box. There's a live with Kari and Trevor that explains all of that. Link down below. There's the address to send her stuff. There's links to the divine hat. All that stuff's in the description box. So that is our January make-along. Plus, you know, plus if you want to continue with this make-along from December, where we made the Autumn's Charm hat of MJ's Off the Hook. This is my favorite hat of all time that I've ever owned or made. This is my favorite hat now. Yeah, all the links except for the link to the pair of socks that I'm making. That's Robin's working on getting that link off of Ravelry for you. But all these other links are in the description box. So that is January. We're supporting those guys, and Keri will send pictures of show pictures of our divine hats to the guys. So, and they are just thrilled. They are humbled that they have so much support. And then in February, we're doing these socks. And that make-along is being hosted. Robin's doing that make-along over on her channel. And so I knew that I need to get started now, because if I started to do a make-along, you know, during the time frame that everybody else is doing a make-along, with my lifestyle, I would never keep up. So, you know, living on the truck, let's do our 10 minutes here. Here we go. I already did my pre-trip, but now I gotta clock it. Okay. Make sure I got the right information on here. Let's see here. 304-8879. Where are we? Yeah, that's right. And the trailer. Make sure we got the right trailer. Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay. Everything on the logs is set up. So, anyway, in February, we're doing socks. We're encouraging people, you know, especially if you've never made socks, or, you know, I think it's a good idea to at least try to make socks. And maybe you make socks in a heavier yarn, like maybe you go with a 2 or a 3-weight. I love this fingering sock set, the Sasquatch sock set of Robin's. Thank you, Robin. There is the link to the socks that I'm making. But I think my next pair of socks are going to be, I'm going to try that waistcoat stitch socks. I'm going to try those. We'll see what happens. I love the way mine are turning out, but to me they're heavy enough that they would be like a house sock, almost a slipper. Yeah, that's the one we're doing in February, and Robin is hosting that make-along. So most of these make-alongs, like I really centralize I'm going to centralize everything over on the Discord channel, to keep everything, you know, like I have a chat there for make-alongs. But the one in February, Robin's hosting that one. So we're just backing her up. That's what we're doing. So Keri is Jet 1N, and she is always in, she's always in the lives. She is, and she also has a little bit of a channel herself. I need to put that on there. Good morning, Spider. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Good morning, M. Okay. Okay, yes. That's who that is. That's who Keri is. And the live on my channel with Trevor, that explains the program a whole lot. But then yesterday she went live with Keri the Yarny Elephant. Good morning, Michael. Good morning. And that is down below. That is linked down below. And it was more of an update. So that was fabulous. That was great. So both of those are very informative. And the address to send yarn to her for those guys, because they are going through. Good morning! Merry Christmas, Susan! Niles is breaking out in song this morning. Okay, I'm going to throw these in the back. We are pretty much ready to run. Denise, good morning, good morning. So anyway, January we're doing a divine hat and sending a picture to Keri, or send it to me. Like Susan sent me, texted me a picture of her hat. It was fabulous. And oh, wonderful. She texted me a picture, and I will make sure that Keri gets that picture. Keri's going to get a picture of my hat. Whose channel are you looking for, Tammy? Oh my goodness. Whose channel are you trying to get to? Because I've got Kari the Yarny Elephant link down below. Jet 1N, you just have to search for her. I should have tagged her. Good morning, Dawn. Merry Christmas. We are getting ready to roll. 5 more minutes. We are, there's quite a few others, people new in here for me. Oh, you've got to tap on their, I don't know. I think if you tap on their icon in the chat, you can go to view channel or something like that. Okay, Tammy. Okay. So that's in here. That's how I do it in live chats. So which YouTube, oh, there's Jet. Okay, there's Kari. And have to come down off the mental high. Oh, you had a 12-hour live. Oh my goodness, Michael. Good morning, Kari. Good morning. I've got your live from yesterday linked down below. We were just talking about that. So in January, in honor of those guys, yeah, in honor of those guys, we're doing a divine hat and sending a picture of it to Kari so that she can show the guys how much support they have out here. And then in February, over on the Roaming with Rover channel, we're doing socks. Like my socks. I started some socks. I'm so happy. Yeah. Merry Christmas to everybody coming in. We're leaving in 4 minutes. Oh my goodness. And I like all night long there was a live going on. See, I was snoring and drooling. I go to bed. I'm old people. I just go to bed. Okay, there's a link to one of the lives. I think Kari's. Thank you, Robin. And the first one on my channel with Kari and Trevor, that was kind of explaining, you know, the program, like introducing it to everybody. And Trevor was great. He was on there, you know, explaining the program in much more detail. And then yesterday's live over on Kari the Yarny Elephant's channel. Oh my goodness, wow. Over on Kari the Yarny Elephant's channel, it was more like an update. You know, she explained the program and re-explained it all. So the one yesterday is more current and up to date. So be sure to check out that live today, because if you missed it yesterday, you missed a whole lot of good information. Now, Kari has had some donations for yarn, but the guys are eating it up. They are going through it so fast. They have already gone through the beginner classes, because she's a certified ACA instructor now. Selena Bach and I made sure she had that course. And oh, there's a puppy going for a walk out there, Benji. Yeah, somebody else is going to do their little poop pirouette out there. Do a little kick-a-poo. Anyway, where was I? Anyway, these guys they have gone through all the beginner courses. Like, they just flew through them. They are making hats. They are making scarves. And so the next thing she's going to teach them is the divine hat. Can you imagine? You know, even the guys, there are guys in there who have been in there, like there's a 20-year crocheter in there. He has never heard of mosaic or a divine hat. So them not having internet access, Kari is bringing them true gold. True gold. And there's already another waiting list of 20-some guys for the next beginner class. So she's working out how she can, you know, cycle in a new set of beginners and at the same time not, you know, leave the guys who have already gone through the beginner course in the lurch. So Adrienne actually had some great ideas for that. Okay, we are in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Crete Carrier. I work for Crete Carrier Schaefer Trucking. I'm at the Creek Carrier main terminal here. And I was going to talk to you guys a little bit, you know, what do the terminals offer? So a little further in the live, you know, I'll tell you what goes on here. She is doing amazing work. Yes. So these guys, oh, it's time for a tug test, you guys. Turn on the headlights, Dana. Tug test, done. So these guys are eating through the yarn, you know, that we've been donating like quickly. They are hungry for crochet. I'm going to turn you guys around. No, that didn't work. Okay, and I probably need to plug. What are you doing, buddy? Oh, I need my cord because I don't want you guys going dead while I'm going down the road. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Because I want people to know about Keri. I want them to know about Robin's Make-Along in February. So January is the Divine Hat. Take a picture in either, you know, of your Divine Hat and send it to me or send it to Keri, because I will make sure Keri gets it. And then she can show the guys that they have a whole community behind them. So anyway, the guys who have gone through the beginner course, and then there's you know, I think 2 or 3 guys who already knew how to crochet. They you know, they've never heard of the Divine Hat. So she is going to she's going to show them the pictures and show them that we are supporting them. They have a whole community of crocheters out here on YouTube that are supporting them. And those guys, I mean, that just blew their minds that all these people are supporting them. So, who's headed to Montana? Is somebody headed to Montana? I'm not sure I would want to go to Montana today. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, we're in Nebraska, and we are heading to Utah. But we're not going to be in Utah today. We're going to end up in Wyoming. So the Divine Hat in January, or you can start anytime you want. Do a Divine Hat. Send a picture to me or to Keri so that she can show people that they're doing the Divine Hat like a make-along with them. They're doing a make-along, and we're doing one alongside. And then in February, that dog is just funny. Oh my goodness. He's like, Daddy, you walk too slow. And he's just dancing around his daddy. Anyway, over at Roaming with Rover, she's doing a sock make-along. And we're using that, that pattern. I mean, you can use whatever pattern you want, I'm sure. Robin's not going to kick you out of the make-along if you decide to do the one that's done with the waistcoat stitch.
Turn left, then
she
take
keeps
the
calling
first
it
left.
wainscoting. But yeah, oops, I forgot to turn on my... Somebody's going to turn me into the creek police. Yeah, so it's a sock make-along in February. And we're supporting her in the Discord group. We're backing her play is what we're doing. Oh no, we don't do that here. This is not a grow channel. That's why that doesn't happen. This is not a grow channel. This is about community, just being friends, and we're not here to promote ourselves. And in fact, I think it's impolite to come into somebody else's live and promote themselves and their deal without, you know, discussing it first privately with the person who's doing the live. It's spammy, and presumptive. So if anybody has something they want to promote, feel free to text me, or you can try emailing me. Email is just, I've decided I hate email, but you can text me tell me who you are and ask me. And if I feel it's just self-serving, I have a real problem with that. And I will say no. Yeah, we just have a little bit different feel here than some of the others. Well, it's the way the lines are painted coming out here, it makes you look like you're on the wrong side of the road, but you're not. Merry Christmas, Rebecca! Merry Christmas! Okay, we just came out of the Crete terminal. We're gonna turn left and get onto I-80 westbound, and we'll get fuel in Cheyenne later today, and then go hunt a place to park it for the night. So some cute Christmas lights up over there. That's cute. Oh, thank you, Robin. So anyway, we're doing socks in February. Robin is hosting that, and we are backing her up over on my Discord. We have a specific chat for make-alongs. And here's the thing with my make-alongs. This is how they're being done. Like I just finished doing that Autumn's Charm hat by MJ's Off the Hook, and a handful of people in there did one also, and we all shared our pictures in there, and that's great. Well, let's say Robin decided to do an Autumn's Charm hat 10 years from now. She is welcome to post the pictures and be celebrated in that chat, even though the majority of us already did it. You start anytime you want, finish whenever you want. Which she may, yeah. I tried to talk her into it yesterday, but she's working on a divine hat, and it was funny listening to her about how easy it is and how fast it was working up. Well, say that's a form of self-promotion right there. Thank you. Anyway, oh, did you finish it? That is wonderful. That is wonderful. You need to share a picture in the make-along Discord chat. You did? Oh, that's the picture you sent. Well, announcing it in here, Tammy, that's self-promotion. Yes. Just trying to let you guys see the difference. Now, it's fine. It's no big deal. And for channels that are looking for that kind of promotion, they can go to your channel and do that. Oh, Susan, I need to do a live tonight where I'm opening all of those. And that's what I was talking to Robin about doing. I did not go live last night. We were in Discord chatting. That was the greatest. That is the greatest Advent ever. I've never seen, even the hobby Advent, none of them beat what Robin did this year for this Advent. And I am so thrilled to have. Okay, Tammy, you are great. Don't go anywhere. Stick around with us. Stick around with us, and you'll find a little different feel in here. We are not about promoting ourselves as uploaders. We are about celebrating everybody who comes in. And it has turned out to be a wonderful thing. That's part of the reasons we're doing these make-alongs. You know, they're very casual, and if it's not on your list to do it at the time that we're doing it, or maybe it's just not something you want to do, you know, there's another one coming along. And like right now, you know, we've got the Autumn's Charm hat. We've got the Divine hat to support Keri's guys. We got the sock make-along that Robin's doing. It's very casual. Very casual. And it's all about just celebrating each other without, you know, a bunch of promotion. It feels very like everybody's got a motive to me, it feels like everybody's got a motive when we're doing that. So therefore, this is not a grow channel. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the community we're building here. Boy, it's kind of misty. The fog is kind of misty, and it's 30 degrees out, so we're not getting crazy. We are not getting crazy. Plus, it's a... She was afraid to make a divine hat, you guys. Yeah, and it was a one-day hat. You know what? We loved having you there, even though you were at work and having to do your thing and not engage too much. I just love that you were there. I couldn't have done any more after yesterday. Oh my goodness. And where are you again, Tammy? I know you've told them. You've told me many times, but of course I didn't retain that information. Let me fix this. Oh, thank you, Keri. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Discord is fun. A whole handful of us went in there after Keri's live yesterday. Oh, yummy coffee, that's right. Oh yeah, upstate New York. And I was talking to a guy yesterday at the fuel, when we were getting fuel at the terminal. He said, you know, the Pacific Northwest is tough to drive in the wintertime. He says, and the only place that he thinks hasn't beat in the wintertime is New York. Western and upstate New York. I was just there about a month or two ago, and I loved it. I loved it up there. Of course, that was fall, and the weather. Oh, I love Discord. The weather up there was pretty decent. It was cold, but it was fairly dry, and I loved it. I could see Canada at one point. It was fabulous. And the people were so nice. They were wonderful. Every place I went, everybody was great. I loved it. So I like giving people heads up on what's coming up in make-alongs, because, you know, if you're like me and you're like, oh, I better get a head start on that. That's what I'm doing, is getting a head start on the sock one, because I've already done the Autumn's Charm hat, and I've done the Divine hat. I got to do a picture of me and Benji and send that to Keri. Do you mind if the guys see that picture of you, Susan, in your hat? I mean, they're not going to know who you are, but, you know, that might make you uncomfortable, and I want to make sure that's okay. Roseanne, good morning. Oh, 37 in Denver. Well, I'm going to be just north of you. I'm getting fuel in Cheyenne today. Niles is just breaking out in song today. Every time somebody says Merry Christmas. Okay, you can send me a pic that you would feel comfortable, you know, me sending to Keri to share with the guys. Okay, yes, you can send your own pictures to Keri. You can text her. Yeah. I'm going to send a picture of me and Benji sitting in the bunk with me wearing the hat. I don't care if those guys, you know, see my wrinkly old fat face. That's absolutely... But I can see where that would make someone uncomfortable. Or, like, maybe you got someone in your life, it may not make you uncomfortable, it might make someone else uncomfortable. So, just whatever you guys want. Send a picture to Keri or me for those guys to see the Divine hat, because she is going to be teaching it. They've gone through their beginner courses, What are you cooking today, Tammy? Tell us, tell us, tell us. It's Christmas Day. When on these holidays, I always have to keep reminding myself what day it is. Okay, I'm going to get the defog going. The windshield's getting a little blurry. You see what happens, Amy? You win. Whoop, whoop. Amy wins. I think Niles is in a good mood today. He keeps singing. He keeps breaking out in Christmas songs. Yes. Yes, Nancy. That's what Robin found out yesterday. She started a Divine Hat. Like, you didn't start it until like noon or so, right, Robin? And then she finished it yesterday. Cornish. Ooh. Okay. Who's up for a road trip to upstate New York? I am. Good morning, Karen. Niles is breaking out in Christmas songs this morning. I'm ready to go have dinner with Tammy in upstate New York. Let's do it. Okay. You think you're going to make another one? Look at you doing more than one. Yes, he is. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh my goodness, Robin, look at you! Wow, Denisha, Merry Christmas, girl. Niles is singing Christmas songs today. He is in form today, that is for sure. I'm taking it easy. I'm taking it easy. I do not have, I know, I have never had fry bread, you guys. But that stew and that fry bread sounds so wonderful.
Continue on I-80.
We have 480 miles to go to Cheyenne. I have never had fry bread. I've heard about it my whole life. We're heading to Cheyenne. I just left Lincoln, Nebraska. I spent the night at the company terminal there. So I was going to tell you guys about the company terminal. Each terminal has different amenities, but most of them have showers, a TV room, and some, like a laundry room, washers and dryers, and vending machines. Well, let's see. At the Crete terminal, we have a huge driver's lounge. You know what? I'm all over it. Let's do it. Let's turn this rig around and have a road trip to upstate New York, you guys. I'm all over it. So, huge TV room, couches and tables and that kind of stuff. Okay, Nancy, I'm all over it. I've heard about fry bread my whole life, but I have never had any. Totally want some. So the main terminal there, we have a good laundry room upstairs. We have showers. which, yes, I actually went in and took a shower. Okay, Tammy, I would love that. I actually went in and took a shower last night and decided I'd better take advantage of that. They actually have like a cafeteria style, like little cafe there. It's a very limited menu. In the other building, you go in there and you place an order for. Oh, Susan, I was pleasantly surprised with New York when I was there. So, got a shower. You could, lots of vending going on. There's, microwaves. But you can also go over to the other building. I'm sure it's not open today. So you go over to the other building on the mornings that the cafe is open, place an order, and you can get breakfast sandwiches, all kinds of different breakfasts. I think there's a lunch menu for later on, and that's what's at our terminal. Plus, there's the huge, like 10 bay shop. I don't know how many bays there are. There's the truck shop, then on the other side is the trailer shop. You get all kinds of work done on your rig. You can check out one of the cars. We have cars that you can check out and go to the store, go to a restaurant, go wherever you need to go. You try to keep it to an hour time limit. It always takes me longer, like an hour and a half if I go grocery shopping in one of the cars. Of course, there was nobody there to check out the cars yesterday, so I had to do DoorDash for my groceries. And that was a relief. And so I am all stocked up with groceries in here. But, what else can you do there? Walk the dog. The puppy, yes. Okay, go lay down, buddy. I can't be petting you in this freezing fog. I'm really concerned about, there's a little bit of frost. See the frost on the trees? Well, I'm gonna have to make a response to boo. I'm gonna have to make a response to that. That would be cool. Carl Ann, good morning. Merry Christmas. Got a little defog. Yeah, it's way better than snow and freezing rain. Ice. I don't like ice. But I think the road surface is okay. It's 28 degrees with freezing fog. So until I get out of this fog further west, I'm going to just keep it on the pedal and not the cruise control. We're not going to get crazy this morning. Just take it easy. And keep an eye on my trailer. Watch what it does. Frosty Christmas morning. Yeah, we get out of this fog. We got into this fog yesterday because western Nebraska was beautiful when we went live yesterday. Frosty pine trees over there, that's for sure. We're just going to take it easy. So what is everybody planning on doing today? So Tammy's cooking. A wonderful meal, it sounds like. Kim's crocheting a scarf. Robin, what are you doing this morning besides just hanging out and getting ready to go see the grandkids later on? Are you going to crochet up another divine hat? What's going on there? Are you going to work on those grandkids' divine hats? Take pictures of all those divine hats and send them to Keri so she can share them with the guys and they can be encouraged. their first make-along. This is going to be their very first make-along, and they're going to make it along with each other, and we're doing the make-along with them, doing divine hats, just to send them pictures and show them that we're with them. We're actually doing a make-along with them, even though they have no internet access, and we will never meet these guys. The encouragement is very important for them to keep out of any kind of depression. Wow, that creek is frozen. Merry Christmas, Jill! Oh, Santa. Oh, you're doing the whole Christmas morning thing. Oh, my goodness, Susan. And it's what? Let's see. It's 8 o'clock here. It's 6 a.m. there. Oh, my goodness. And they're not up yet. Oh, I love it. How fun. How fun. What a great day, Denisha. Yes. You know, like, Robin and I were having this conversation yesterday or the day before. With my mom and us, we don't do surprise. We don't do the surprise thing. Because it just, the expectations are too high. So we figured out, my brother and I, what Mom wanted. Mom and I picked it out from the Home Depot website. My brother went and picked it out, and we're splitting the cost. So Mom is, you know, happy with what she's getting. You know, with me, Mom's like, do you want a new phone for Christmas? Heck yeah, I want a new phone, because mine is just starting to fail. The one that I bought it like 4 years ago, it was just starting to fail. So basically I got a free phone with a free tablet when I turned in my old phone, and she just paid, you know, like for the OtterBox and the activation fee and the two little accessories I got. See, and for me, you know, a lot of people like the surprise, and if you've got kids, the surprise is great. But for me, it is so hard. My brother and I have been so angry in the past over getting my mom Christmas presents, and we just did. And you know, my Aunt Martha was pretty much surprised with the car wash gift certificate. You know, nothing big. Our expectations get too high and we get let down, basically. So we don't do the surprise. My surprise was Mom saying, do you want a new phone? I'm like, yeah, let's figure out what kind of deals we can get. And that was a great thing. That was an excellent Christmas present for me. She didn't have to spend too much money because the phone itself is worth well over $1,000, plus the tablet that I got for free. We checked out the deals, and with the trade-in, that was free. The phone itself and the new Samsung tablet, all for free. And you know, all she had to pay for was activation fee, the OtterBox, the little charging brick, and the screen protector. I'm all about putting my phone in an OtterBox so that it is protected. All the years, right? It is more important. My Aunt Martha is paying for my plane ticket to Seattle for me to go on my cruise. So that is covered. I've paid for my cruise. Yeah, the surprise, I would rather check in and make sure it's something that they want. Honestly, I would rather check with someone, you know, let's go over what I get you for Christmas. I feel it is so satisfying knowing that Mom got what she wanted. We picked it out. We went out to the shop, made sure, that it was looked at what she already had. It was a leaf blower. And she wanted a more powerful one. And I know that she has eyeballed the one that I use to clean out trailers in this truck. And she got the one she wanted. She got it yesterday. Yeah, see, and I think those expectations and that anticipation sets us up for failure when we're dealing with adults. Children, I can feel the excitement, that Susan is anticipating, her grandkids and them coming down and seeing what Santa left. That's fun. But when we're dealing with adults, I think that whole expectation, we get disappointed and hurt. So I don't like the surprise thing when we're dealing with adults. And I feel very happy. Mom's happy with everybody's happy in my family right now with what they got for Christmas. The extended family, like my Uncle Jake and my cousins, they're doing their own thing. And we're not burdening anybody with this expectation. But we are so happy with each other right now, and we're happy with what we got. I hate to see Robin go through this every year. Honestly, when I see all this coming up, I know that it seems like Robin, and I could be wrong, that there has been at least some disappointment every year with how this has gone. And I can't see this being a happy time for anybody when it's done this way. I like that you're only getting a gift for one person, but I hate that you're going through the whole surprise thing and your expectations are high and then you're disappointed in what goes on. I don't know your family dynamics, and I don't know if this is a good suggestion or not, but I would think next time say, hey, contact that person and say, let's go over what I get you for Christmas. Take the surprise out of it. Take that expectation out of it and feel good that you got them what they really want. Let's go over a few things that are within my wheelhouse, and let's see what you would be happy with. Because it's about pleasing that other person, right? I don't know if that would work in your situation. But I know that in my family, we take that out of the equation, and we are so happy and we are so content with our Christmas giving experience, and everybody's very happy with what they've gotten. I think the whole surprise thing, that's for kids, like Susan's grandkids. I love that she's what they, and if she goes quiet, I'm thinking, oh, the grandkids are up. Oh, I'm missing. Oh my goodness. Everything just, so whatever you guys just said, what are you talking about? Pay tax on free items, not for Christmas gifts. Oh, good morning, good morning. So I missed a whole bunch of stuff because it all spoke in my ear. Welcome in, whoever came in and spoke. Diane, and I don't have a problem. People talk to me about, well, my mom is not going to pay taxes on the leaf blower that we gave her, she doesn't have to pay taxes on that. And we have no sales tax in Oregon. So, no, my mom doesn't have to pay taxes on a leaf blower. She pays property taxes once a year. I'm just guessing, Robin, that you have been hurt and disappointed in the past over the whole Secret Santa thing. So and maybe I'm misreading it. I don't know. It's your family, it's your dynamics in your situation. But yeah, my mom does not have to pay taxes on a Christmas gift. We don't even pay sales tax in Oregon. She has to pay property taxes once a year because the house is paid off, the property is paid off. So she pays property taxes, Oregon state property taxes once a year, but she doesn't have to pay taxes on any gifts that we give her. I don't know where you live. You have to pay taxes on a Christmas gift in North Carolina. Mom pays her taxes. She pays her property taxes. And if we had sales tax in Oregon, then my brother and I would be paying the sales tax when we bought that for her. But we didn't even have that. Yeah, just sales tax when you buy something. And if there was a sales tax, let's say we bought it in Idaho, my brother and I would have split the 6% sales tax, statewide sales tax. She wouldn't have to pay for that. Not on a Christmas gift. We just have really high property taxes in Oregon, but no sales tax. A bill for what? That sounds like property taxes. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Mom paid the activation fee. Mom paid the activation fee and the accessories that I got with it. Okay, well, we don't have sales tax in Oregon. And Mom didn't have to pay that anyway. If we did have a sales tax, I would have paid that. I see what you're talking about. Okay. I get confused easy, Karen. No, Mom just paid the activation fee. It was like, I don't know. It was a little over $200 with the activation fee. The OtterBox is pretty expensive. The charging brick and the screen protector, the coating that goes on, the film that goes on the screen. And then I pay my monthly bill, which is pretty high because I have two lines. I have the phone and I have the tablet. Well, I think property tax, I've never owned property or a home in Oregon, but I've heard all my life that we don't have sales tax, but we have really high state property taxes. That's what I've heard. I honestly don't know what high property taxes are, so I don't know if that property tax you pay is super high or not. I'm guessing it's a little lower than what we would pay in Oregon. That's how Oregon gets a lot of its revenue, is from property taxes. You know, and then we have, you know, income taxes, but no sales tax. And gas tax, I don't know. I don't know how fuel tax works. I think that's a federal thing. I don't know. Okay. So you have county property taxes. I wonder if it's different in the counties in Oregon. See, I wouldn't know. When I owned a home, it was in Colorado. That was a long time ago. A little 5-acre place out in Elizabeth, Colorado. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I was confused. Oh, okay. I was confused. I thought you were saying that the leaf blower we got her for Christmas, she was going to have to pay taxes on. I'm like, what country are you in? I get confused easily, just so you know. I get confused easily. Especially if there's a lag, like, you know, I tell people quite often, close out this live and then come back in to refresh so you're not lagging so much. Because like Robin will say something and she could be very vague when she talks anyway. I'm like, what on earth are you talking about? And it's because she's lagging. You know, she's responding in the time that she hears me say something, but then she's a little vague sometimes anyway, and then, you know, if she's saying something 5 minutes later, I have no idea what she's talking about. I'm like, Robin, what are you talking about now? Are you drunk? What the heck? Poor Robin. I'm getting a little bit of, so I'm on the pedal. I am not using, oh my goodness, wow. That's a lot. So, over on the left edge of the windshield, where the windshield wipers, you know, they stop and go the other direction, it's there, that moisture is all frosty. You guys can't see it. Okay, yeah. It's like that in Idaho too. I see people online complaining about that kind of thing. And I'm not a property owner in Idaho, so I don't have a dog in that fight. I'm thinking about buying property in Idaho. Well, yes, the grass on the side of the road and the trees are very frosty. We have some freeze and fog going on here. So I'm not setting my cruise control. I'm on the pedal, doing about 55 right now. Oh my goodness, so you guys both live there. I'm having a sandwich. I had some cereal for breakfast. I'm having a sandwich now. So it's frosty out here. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got so confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? And you know, the chat is being read to me in my ear. So sometimes that doesn't I don't comprehend what it's saying. So it's a, text to voice, and I'm hearing you. Why are you cleaning out your pajama drawer? So that you have room for more yarn? Let's just get rid of pajamas altogether. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. I crochet. Do you crochet? I imagine you do. I don't want to say the crocheting truck driver. I am a crocheting truck driver because we have others out here. We have Leslie and we have Crochet Done My Way with Wanda. I'm not sure how she has reworded the name of her channel. If anybody can look up Wanda's channel, Wanda's a truck driver. We've got several that come into the chat who are or have been CDL truck drivers, and we're doing make-alongs. We're doing this thing to you have Christmas pajamas. Amy is just whooping the heck out of Niles playing rock, paper, scissors this morning. Oh, Nightbot, his first name is Niles. and he will carry on a conversation with you until you say the L word, and then he's like backing out of the room quietly, trying not to, get anybody's attention, and says, let's just be friends. He's a typical guy. He runs when he hears the L word. That's fun. Merry Christmas, Christy. So what about Marie at Fantastic Fiber? What? I love Marie. Oh yeah, that's right. She drives truck. She's a truck driver. Ellen B, who is one of our fantastic viewers. Her and her husband are hotshot drivers. Diane, I love that. And let me tell you something. I have no desire to quilt, but I listen to quilting videos. I have been listening to Sewing with Nancy and all kinds of quilters. Merry Christmas, Tina. Because I love everything about quilting. My favorite quilt pattern is the Grandmother's Flower Garden. And I was going to do a crochet version of that. Like 2.5 inch hexagons, putting them, quilts of valor, lovely. I was going to do those hexagons in all the Grandmother's Flower Garden, style, and put them together. But then I found out, Cherry Hearts Crochet, she's already done it. Now I have the hiccups. I need another cup of coffee here. So she's already done that, but I am getting ready. Well, we're talking about quilts in general. She is a quilter, and I absolutely, I have been doing a deep dive into quilts and learning more and more about the history of quilts, colors that were used in certain eras, because we're getting ready to do, real quilts. I am fascinated with barn quilts, and I have a friend who has, I think it's a free download. I don't think she charges for the barn quilt charts, but they are crochet charts to do squares. Gumball. Oh, the gumball Afghan. Yes. the gumball Afghan we did for the Mountain States Children's Home. Good morning, Crete. So yeah, so the barn quilt download is free. She has 20, yes, we have been looking for barn quilts, trying to spot them from the road. And I get so excited when I see one, because Diane made up these 20 crochet charts that are about 8-inch squares that they resemble some barn quilt patterns. They're pretty random, but I am so with Diane, I am getting ready to design with her charts a barn quilt sampler Afghan. It's a crochet pattern and it's done in squares, and there are 20 different barn quilts, and I want to do them in Civil War era colors, you know, like the butternut and the indigo and some pinks and reds. So I'm going to do that with her charts, and we're going to do a live on it later in the year. So that is a big project coming up after I finish the Montana mosaic Afghan. So that is a huge, I want to choose the right colors. I want to make it use it like in Civil War colors. And I've been learning that the whole quilt code for the Underground Railroad, there are a lot of people that are questioning that. There are a lot of people questioning the validity of the quilt code. Well, here's my feeling on it, my opinion on it, that's not based on a whole lot of fact. Even though that story came from oral tradition, there are instances, even in Hebrew, stories, oral tradition, when done right, is passed along in a very factual manner. And I have no doubt that there was probably a code using, they say that even the barn quilts were part of that. That barn quilts were I get the impression to a smaller degree, were a kind of signal along the Underground Railroad. Well, first of all, I just want it to be true. I love the idea that people make quilts as signals. And apparently they did more. There were songs, like, certain songs had certain meanings, like something about smoke. They were gospel songs that they were singing, and like spiritual hymns, and they had some signal to those who could hear others singing it, that it was a signal, to either hide or because people are looking. There was one about water. It was a gospel hymn about water, and it meant get under the water. I hear a lot in these quilt shows that I listen to, that a lot of people really liked quilting as, life went on, as, they became adults, but they couldn't really get into it until later in life, like during retirement years, because then they could devote the time they wanted to in it. So that seems to be a common theme among quilters. I believe that crochet Afghans can have just as much meaning if it is valued and created with the kind of value that quilts are made. And I'd like to see our Afghans get elevated to that kind of status in the art world. Yes, yes. I have no doubt that quilting exploded during 2020, because I know that crochet did. Crochet absolutely exploded in 2020. Good morning, Merry Christmas, driver. Yes, I think a lot of crafts exploded in 2020. Yes, they are, and they are 100% handmade. Now, when I say that, and we're talking about quilts, I absolutely am not, being disparaging about machine quilted quilts, because that's technology I believe in taking advantage of if you can do it. But for those who only value quilts when they are hand quilted, I love it that there are still people who hand quilt. I think it's fabulous. But for those people, they should know that all Afghans are made by hand. Crocheted Afghans, knitted Afghans. There can be, machine knitted Afghans. And the only problem I have with that is, yes, of course. The only problem I have with machine knitting is the way it's being used to cheapen the value of other knitted items. I don't like that. But I believe machine quilting is still an art form. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. I'm going to pour that coffee in. Where's mine? Buddy, go lay down, mister. We hit a rest area. I will pull in. I'll find a place for you. He's acting like he's got to go now. I mean, we took our walk and he kind of acted like he was doing his duty, but I'm not sure that he did. So we got to find a rest area or something for the boy. Even just an off-ramp so that he can get a break, because I smell a little tooties. Oh my goodness. So you're working on Christmas Day. Gotcha. Are you making room for yarn? Is that what you're doing? So you can hide more yarn from Mr. I'm so happy to see everybody in here. He wants to go do his pirouette. Yes, he does. Oh, that is wonderful, Robin. So I'll do a quick recap of that for you who don't know. Keri and we host the Pacific Northwest Yarny Social Crochet Conference in Boise every year. No, I'm not shifting. I am in an automatic. This is a Freightliner Cascadia, and most companies anymore are purchasing these automated transmissions. You probably heard my thermos. I did learn on a 13 speed in school. Merry Christmas, Terry! I did learn on a 13 speed, and I pull 53-foot dry vans coast to coast. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Nope, she's an automatic. She's a pavement princess, that's for sure. But this is my home. I live in what they call a condo. And, you know, there's 2 beds in the back. Of course, the upper bunk is used for storage, and oh boy, and I know, buddy, you need something. You need a break because you're killing me. Okay, it might have to be oh, we're coming up on Grand Island. There should be a rest area up here or something. Yeah, and I go coast to coast, 48 states. I have residency in Idaho, but I take my time off in Oregon with my mom. Niles, that's not nice. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. He was like I think it was more like a DOT worker. I'm not sure what that guy was. I didn't pay attention because I'm going so slow anyway in this frost. It's 26 degrees. Everything is frosty. All the trees and the grass. And it's misty out. Set him straight, Denisha. Yeah, this truck is like driving my pickup with it being an automatic. Yarn storage, yes. So yes, the upper bunk has my clothes in different plastic bins. Like I've got pajamas and socks and stuff in one bin, bras, and then another bin has jeans and shirts. And then I've got a bin of cotton yarn up there. I've got a bin of projects. Oh, that's cool. He'll appreciate that. I think he gets his feelings hurt because he has a very fragile ego. I've got my granny merino up there. I've got several projects up there. The Montana blanket is up there, the mosaic, and yeah. I really love living in my truck, and I'm only off the truck for a week at a time. Anywhere from 2 to 4 months I'll be out, and then I'll go home and spend a week in the motorhome. I've decided to start saving up for a new used motorhome because that thing is just a hunk of junk. What a horrible investment that was. Good morning, Deb! Oh, that is wonderful. Well, it is better in snow than it used to be. I mean, this is a 2025 Freightliner, and the transmissions have been fine-tuned a lot. But the truth is, if it's slick out, I pull over. I don't have any reason to go anywhere. I'm not going to let myself be pressured. I don't care who the customer is. They have to allow for weather. I'm just not going to do it. There's no reason for me to get out here. Yes, nothing conquers ice. Nothing. I'm not going to get out here with these hot dogs, flooring their Freightliners or their whatever they're driving, trying to pass everything on the road in the middle of a blizzard. I don't need to be out here with those guys. So, yeah, I'm just not interested. I'm not playing. I'm just going to pull over and crochet. Actually, legally, you can. I know that if they retaliate in any way, if you don't feel safe driving kids around in a school bus, and you tell them that, and they say no, you have to go, that's federally, that is illegal. It's coercion, and if you're worried about retaliation, that is a federal offense. but the problem is it's hard to prove. So yes, we all deal with the pressures, and employers try to push you as a CDL holder. But as a CDL holder, you know, legally on paper, you have the right to stand up to them and say no. It is not safe, because you are the professional. You are the one on the road, and you're the one who owns that CDL. And there's power in that. But the reality is those are hard battles to fight. And my first 6 months with this company, I have had to stand firm and fight some battles with some really bad dispatchers. Oh, no, yeah, that's illegal. That's a federal offense. So, yeah, they're not respecting. Oh, I bet you do. I bet you do. I remember our bus driver, you know, like she lost a whole set of chains trying to get us through the countryside, you know, 10 miles through the countryside in those old buses, and she lost a whole set of chains, and that she was great. I loved her, but yeah, I can see where she was forced to do things that she shouldn't have had to do. I don't know how long. It's a coercion law. But no, they cannot force you. You are the CDL holder. You are the professional. And if they want a CDL holder to bend over and, you know, take all that pressure and coercion, they need to hire somebody else. Oh my goodness. They didn't even equip you guys. Oh my goodness. So anyway, for those who don't know, I'm going to try to quickly explain what Keri's Threads of Hope is all about. This guy Trevor is... Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Oh yeah, you know who. He's ready for a little break. So here's the story. I'll try not to get distracted. Keri volunteered to teach crochet to some men in a minimum, oh my goodness, in a minimum security prison. Like, these guys are short timers. They're getting ready to get out. And in order to encourage them to make good choices, because there are problems in jails where you can make some poor choices, if they make good choices and you know, they're complying with, you know, behavior standards, they can sign up for a beginner's crochet class. And Keri is now a certified ACA crochet instructor. So she goes in there once a week, and she has gone through all of the lessons, beginner lessons, for the first set of 20 guys, and they are whipping out hats and scarves, and they had very little yarn to begin with, like yarn that was falling apart. It was disintegrating. So we've put out a call for people to send her good beginner value yarn, like Big Twist, like the Big Twist Big Value skein of yarn, like 1 pounders, Pound of Love. I sent a 12-pack of, you know, Red Heart Super Saver, all of those, you know, cotton and acrylic yarns, 3-weight and up, that you know, is beginner friendly. No specialty novelty yarns. You know, these guys are beginners and they need hooks. They really love the inline hooks, the Susan Bates style hooks. They need books, paperback books, no hardbound books. So we, about 2 weeks ago, did a call out, did a live with Kari and Trevor, who coordinates all of this, talking about how these guys are, they are hungry for more things to crochet. They have no internet access. So just think about all the patterns that we have available to us on the internet, not just on YouTube, but on blogs and Ravelry and all these places where we have resources. Like, most of us know what a divine hat is. We've heard of them. Most of us know what mosaic crochet is. These are things that these guys have never heard of. In fact, there are like 2 crocheters in the group who are experienced. They're actually helpers in the class. They have never heard of mosaic crochet. They have never heard of a divine hat. And these are common things that we have available to us all the time. So the first group of 20 has gone through their beginner classes. So she's going to do a make along with them. Hang on, buddy. I got to get ready to go out. Got to go off duty. So we are sending her yarn to that address, and these guys are going through that yarn so fast. Like, they haven't used it all yet, but they are hungry for crochet. They are so enthused about this program and so grateful. And so we are here on YouTube and over on the Discord channel, and we are making divine hats ourselves just in support of her first make along with these guys. And by the way, there's already a waiting list of well over 20 guys for the next beginner class. So she's going to be doing the make along, teaching them the divine hat, and we are doing a make along, doing a divine hat, sending her a picture of our divine hats to show to the guys, to just show them we're with you, we're backing you up. So she, you know, like, don't send scissors, don't send anything like that, but send yarn and inline hooks. And they need something with a handle on it because they have bigger hands than we do. They really have trouble hanging on to those aluminum hooks. It's not that they're spoiled, because these guys are not spoiled. But they are choosing to sit at tables and crochet rather than making choices like getting into some of the drugs that are being smuggled in. Every prison facility has a drug problem. And these guys are choosing crochet over doing drugs. And here's the scary thing. If they get in trouble, they don't get a second chance. They can't, like, work off, you know, do some punishment and then come back to the crochet program. No, they are out if they mess up. So they have a lot of incentive to be good and do everything. Good morning, Deborah. To do everything they need to do to stay in the crochet program, and they are loving the crochet. So they constantly need yarn. 4-way, like send them Karen 1-pounders, the Pound of Love yarn, all acrylics, 4-weights, or any kind of, you know, cotton yarn that is, you know, beginner friendly kind of cotton yarn, so they can do kitchen items. You know, sugar and cream, peaches and cream, Lion Brand 24/7, Knit Picks, Dishy, all that kind of stuff. So they need, and they need hooks from a 4mm on up to about a 7. Okay, you guys, I will be right back. I gotta walk the dog. Come on, buddy. I know you've been wanting to go. Come on, buddy. Go, 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 go. couldn't hear anything from you guys while I was out there. I don't know what was going on. Good morning, MJ. Michelle, good morning. Good morning. Merry Christmas. He did? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. He mentioned us in that live last night. You know, he also shared out our live video over on his community tab. So Mikey has become a huge supporter of what Keri's doing. So thank you, Mikey. You're amazing. He is amazing. You know, I love that guy. When I got back into crocheting, it was him and Bella Coco. Truly were the two that I watched the most. I was really into Mikey and Bella Coco. Isn't he great? Yeah, he has, you know, not only, so he did that, and he has also, like I said, shared it out on his community tab. He has become quite the supporter. We love Mikey. And those guys, when they get out and they do connect with YouTube and start, you know, taking advantage of all the resources that we have, I imagine they're going to be huge Mikey fans. That's amazing. And I hope Keri has told them what a supporter that Mikey has become of the whole program. Those guys need to know all about Mikey and his designs. I might suggest to Keri to, you know, the next make-along after the Divine Hat, that maybe they would do something of Mikey's. And she could promote Mikey to them so that when they get out, they're going to go look up the crochet crowd. I think that's great. I think that's fabulous. Okay. We are headed down the road. Hammer down, Benji. Time to hammer down, Benji. Oh, Tina, I hope you send pictures to either me and or Keri so that she can share a picture of it with the guys. Yeah, he's one of the first people I watched way back. Aren't they fun to make? Yes, be sure that we get pictures of those to the guys. Okay. Party! And by party, I mean we drive on down the road in the fog. That's our party today, Benji. You know what? I don't know what to tell you because you didn't poop when we were out there. You had no... Go lay down. Go on. I don't know what to tell you, dude. If you really had to... I mean, he's a little bit of a faker. Yeah. He's a little bit of a faker. I don't think there's an issue here. He's been given lots of chances this morning, and he just doesn't do it. He just goes and sniffs. Yeah, Robin and I are, we've been talking about how, like, mine I just made it according to the pattern. Robin's thinking maybe not going up a hook size for the brim. We learn when we do these patterns, you know, how we would make them a little different for ourselves. It's such an easy, beautiful, quick workup, but it's also, each one of these things are, they're a learning opportunity.
Continue on I-80.
Okay, back on the road. Oh, Niles, you must have the mistletoe. I think Niles has the mistletoe, you guys. Yep, he wants a little attention. I think that's exactly right, Amy. Because we've only been on the road a little more than an hour. I love that you guys are coming along with me. Driving down Interstate 80. Hello, Crete. A crate went by while I was outside. We waved. It is foggy and frosty out. 26 degrees out. We're just not in a hurry. Just all in your business, Denisha. I think he likes you. I think he pretty much has a little crush on you. Come on over, big boy. Well, the scenery is very frosty this morning. Everything has a little coating of frost on it. All the brush and the grass and the trees and the fences. Even the barbed wire over there is all white. That sounds good. I'm having ham and cheese this morning too, but it's not toasted. It's just bread, mayonnaise, cheese, and ham. Hi, Sandra. The two Benjis are here. The Benji and Benji show. Oh my goodness. Woo. It's frosty out. I'm just not getting in a hurry. I'm keeping it on the pedal, no cruise control. Because I don't trust this frost. It'll be nice when I get further west, and I believe I'm going to get out of this. I think at Kearney. Like, we're coming up on Grand Island. I'm thinking at Kearney it might clear up. We'll see. Gumby toy. God, it's Gumby toy. There's enough moisture in the air. It's squeaky windshield wipers. Hello, Crete. Lots of Crete trucks on the road today. We drive at Christmas time. I took over a week week off, almost a week and a half at the beginning of December. So I had time with family. We did all the things. And now I'm going to go back to work. Happy. Oh, Niles, he's feeling Christmassy today. He keeps breaking out in song. Yeah. So I'm working on a sock, my first pair of socks for the sock make-along in February. I've already done the Divine hat to support Keri's crochet, guys. I sent her that little package. It was a 12-pack of Red Heart off of Amazon. A package of prim hooks. And the Edwards Menagerie, you guys. If anybody's into any kind of amigurumi, there's 2 Edwards Menagerie books, and I sent one. Books have to be paperback, no hard covers. And I plan on sending my next one in January. Is going to be some ice yarn saver, because you get more for your money per yard. More yardage per money. And some more hooks. They need hooks. But they really like the inlines. I've never been into inlines. I just started out with those aluminum boy hooks and moved on from there. But they don't like those Susan Bates just aluminum ones, because their hands are big. They need handles. They got bigger hands than most of us. Hello, Crete. Waving at all the other Crete drivers. I'm not a fan. I'm just not into amigurumi. It just doesn't. It doesn't spark my creativity. It doesn't get. I don't get inspired by it. I get inspired by, supporting these guys with a hat. And doing I love doing big afghans and, specialized kind of afghans. So I've got the Montana blanket up there that needs to get started on again. And then after that is the barn quilt sampler afghan, you guys. Diane and I at some point will go live and talk about those barn quilt squares of hers on Ravelry. I believe that's a free download. This last year she did a it was like a 6 or 8 along. Whoops. She did a 6 or 8 month crochet along called the Ugly Christmas Sweater Blanket. And like every month or so, you would get, the new square, and they were all done at like ugly Christmas sweaters. It is cute. It's a cute blanket, you guys. I think that was like $8. I bought it. She also has charts for little camp trailers. So cute. So cute. Oh, and these guys in the crochet class of Keri's, some of them are doing amigurumi that is absolutely adorable, you guys. I highly recommend, if you're going to send them a book, they're going to love more of the Edwards Menagerie. Keri says they need more books. They need more patterns, period. But mostly they are going through the yarn like crazy. And they need hooks. Like a 4mm to a 7mm. They need that whole range. Oh, oh. Right now she's driving out there once a week. She may or may not go to twice a week, but oh, I just, I see some beautiful amigurumi work out there, and I appreciate it. It's like almost as much as I appreciate like quilters and the quilts that they do. But I don't have a desire to do it myself. I have a desire to do, Afghans and I don't know. I do a lot of kitchen stuff and Afghans. The wiggly trivet, the lemon peel dishcloth, the thermal stitch pot holder. Oh yeah. I'm going to send them, they're going to get Savor yarn from Ice Yarn. Well, I just did a mosaic hat, the Autumn's Charm hat from MJ's Off the Hook. In fact, the link to that is down in the description box. That's our current make-along. The wiggly trivet, she could do some, yes, kitchen items. And the thermal stitch pot holder. Good morning, Merry Christmas tea. Oh, look at Niles, he's singing to you. I love MJ. And that Autumn's Charm hat, I made 2 of those. And I'm one of those that I don't usually do more than one of something. Oh, love that. We did a tapestry workshop at the crochet conference in Boise this year. That was fun. Just a little mug mat kind of thing. He's very friendly. Oh, a mosaic turtle blanket. My goodness. Yeah, I've got the Montana up there. I need to get back on it. It seems like it's been about a year or so, maybe not quite a year since I last worked on it. But that's fun. I think mosaic is fun. He is in a festive mood today. He's breaking out in song. Every time you say Merry Christmas, he has something to say. I remember when she was doing that bride and groom mosaic. It was beautiful. I remember that. That wasn't that long ago. That was like earlier this year, right? Oh yes, mandala blankets. Tina, have you checked on the Hooked on Sunshine.co website? You should check out those. I did the Phoenix and the Artist. Love those. Yes, she got that done, I believe, before she went to Boise for the conference. The Pacific Northwest Yarny Social, you guys. We're thinking about moving it from the first weekend in October to the second weekend in October. But anyway, first or second weekend in October this year in Boise. I'm not sure we're going to find a different venue yet. We'll see how it goes. Oh, it's a fabulous time. And I think a lot of people don't understand it, Susan. They don't understand that it is not just a crochet meetup, you know, where we all, it's more than that. It is a conference, right? It is like, it's, you know, now that the Chain Link conference isn't going on, I believe it's the only crochet conference going on in the world, as far as I know. It is the only one. Yeah, it's a conference. It is not just a little crochet meetup. It is way more than that. And we definitely need a bigger venue. Because we had to limit you guys to 40 this year. That was crazy. All the time. Yes, yes! And people learned, and they went home with prizes, and there was shopping. There was fabulous shopping. In fact, one of our vendors, Rachel with Have Us Some Yarn, she hooked up with Robin, Roaming with Rover. Robin has the Sasquatch Yarn little shop in Spokane, and between the two of them, Rachel and Robin came up with a colorway for Rachel's hand-dyed yarns, and it's called the Sasquatch colorway. Hooked on Sunshine, and it's .co. Hookedonsunshine.co is, you need to check them out. Anyway, so now Robin has these colorways of hand-dyed yarn that are made specifically for Sasquatch yarn. So, and what I'm making my socks out of, yes, her new yarn, the Sasquatch yarn. So what I'm making my socks out of is the Sasquatch sock set. And it's very nice to work with. Believe it or not, I have never worked with a fingering weight yarn before. And it's not like that sport weight cotton that I tried to do last year that was just like 4 little tiny threads that were unspun, and oh my goodness. I did not enjoy working with that yarn. I definitely want to pair that with something else. But this fingering weight is spun really nice, and the colors are fabulous. So I'm very happy with this. Using my, what am I using? A 3.5, 3.25, something like that. I just love the way it's turning out. But I do feel like it's more of a house sock than a sock I would wear with my boots, because of the nature of crochet. But I do want to experiment with some other patterns to see if I can come up with something that I feel more like a sock I would wear in my boots. My trucking boots, my riding boots. Boots I wear when I ride Deacon. Okay. I've got ice on my windshield wipers, so I got a smear going on. I'm just not going fast today. I'm just doing 60 in this fog because it's freezing, and I'm on the pedal, no cruise control. Let those hot dogs pass me all they want. I got one coming up on me right now. Is anybody crocheting today? Kim said she's working on a scarf. I have a feeling Robin's going to be working on some little pink divine hats. Well, this is Nebraska. I just left about an hour and a half ago. I left Lincoln. We're coming up on Grand Island. We're going to get fuel in Cheyenne. And then I don't know. I'll decide when we're in Cheyenne how much farther we're going to go. Oh, Denisha's diamond painting today. I tell you what, I'm going to be working on those socks. I just feel like I got the itch to work on those socks. I should have been keeping track of how many rounds, because I wasn't thinking. I was just having so much fun crocheting along. But I got the toe increases done, and now I'm just doing the same amount. Oh, what are you making? What are you making? What are you making? 35. I know, backhanded compliments, right? Oh, an entrelac. Oh, now I love that. I love that kind of detail. Cookie yarn? What's cookie yarn? Nice. Morley, good morning. Oh, you're working on a granny square. Are you doing like multiple squares, or are you doing like a continuous granny? Go on, England. It's a hobby yarn. Okay. What size is it? I want to know all about this. Because entrelac, that's something I could get into. Just doing a bunch of squares and just make the color, just make it fabulous with the colors. And those squares, I mean, I love the texture of those. You can make them, small squares. You can make them a little bit bigger. I like a smaller square. Oh, I've heard of trade winds. I've heard of that. I'm going to have to look that up. I'll have to look that up. I've heard of that quilt. Now, my color inspiration for my barn quilt sampler is coming from the Civil War sampler Afghan. There's a book out there called the Civil War Sampler. So I'm taking my color inspiration from that quilt book. Oh, big squares. Nice. Very nice. That's going to be beautiful. How many squares are you doing for the blanket? Oh, we got some red and blues going on up here at this rest area. Who did they go after? Who are you guys after? State police after somebody. He must have been speeding. Especially in this fog. Not a good idea, guys. Not a good idea. That sounds beautiful. That sounds just gorgeous. Oh, that's right. I think you told me that. It seems to me they don't pay very much. But I don't know. I've never worked there. It's a 4-way. Okay. Oh, yes, absolutely. For that texture. Yes. Yes, the whole Underground Railroad thing, I was just talking about this. Okay, so the book came out after they talked to this gal who, through oral tradition, knew about the quilt code, right? But there's some controversy. People are saying, because it's oral tradition, it's not reliable, and they don't think that actually happened. Well, I know that in certain, communities, oral tradition is very accurate. Very accurate. And I believe this is a case where oral tradition, it's not fabricated. Those stories are told word for word and passed down through generations. The Hebrews had very accurate oral traditions. Native Americans had that kind of oral tradition. And I believe these communities are very capable of having word for word oral traditions passed down. And, it's not like a game of telephone. That, the story they got from this woman about the quilt code could very well have been completely accurate. So I I don't believe. Right, exactly, absolutely. Talk about something getting watered down and changed. Ugh, no, I believe oral tradition is very accurate. I place a lot of faith in that, especially with, you know, as someone who studies the Bible, I know that there are some oral traditions that were very accurate in the Jewish community. So I have no doubt there is a lot of factual information from this woman that they, you know, heard about the Underground Railroad quilt code from. And why wouldn't they use quilts? I think it's a fabulous idea. And even some barn quilts were used as signals during the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. I've heard that, especially during the Revolutionary War, barn quilts were signals that this is a safe place for, you know, American soldiers, for the, you know, Revolutionary soldiers. Come and get some food and some shelter. So, you know, that kind of signaling, those kinds of codes went back way before the Civil War. So I've decided to believe it. You know, I don't have any factual evidence. I never spoke to that woman that these two people spoke to, that sparked their idea to write a book. But I don't believe we are diminishing history. I don't think it should be taught as actual fact. Yes, and direction to travel, absolutely. It's time to get ready. Go get married, change your clothes. Right, yes. Yes. Now, I don't believe that the quilt code should be taught as actual historical fact. There isn't enough evidence for that. But I do believe it's... Oh, Susan, are you starting your grandbaby Christmas? I hope you have a great day. Merry Christmas. I do think it should be taught as oral tradition, and that although there aren't there's no historical factual evidence other than the oral, Robin, not for me it's not. You go right ahead. You go ahead and buy me some Christmas presents right now. Go for it. I do believe that it can be taught as an oral tradition, that there may not be any factual evidence backing it up, that oral traditions in certain cultures can be respected as factual. You're looking at patterns. Oh my goodness. Robin, get started on your divine hats. You have some grandbaby hats to do right now. Chop chop. Snap to it, Missy. Yeah, I don't think we should just poo-poo oral tradition. Okay, now you need to grab the hook, honey, and you need to decide how big you're going to go. I hope you measured some heads. Better have been measuring some heads last night. Get on it, dude. I think I would even drop down to a good Anthem DK and a smaller hook, a 4.0, 4.5. Well, we're making them in honor of Keri's Threads of Hope. Okay, go for it, Robin. Yes, go for it. I want to see this thing done in 2 hours. Okay, it's 8:30 here. By noon, I want to see a picture. Just saying. Yeah, we're making divine hats in honor of Keri's Threads of Hopes. Sending her pictures of our divine hats that she can show the guys so that they are encouraged and know that they are being supported out here in the free world. Yeah, I gotcha. But if you make one, please send me or Keri a picture, and that picture will be shown. There's the place to send beginner friendly yarn to. That's the address. Those pictures will be shown to those guys who have no internet access. They are not part of the free world, who will be doing their first make along, and they're doing it in a divine hat. They will be, I think one guy's going to be moved to tears, because I heard he gets a little choked up when he hears about how much we're supporting them. For people to be on their side, that is huge for them. Huge. So just moral support is all we're doing. Making a divine hat and sending a picture either to me or Keri. I'll make sure she gets it. And, oh, that's a J-Coat. I'm getting a motorhome like that someday, you guys. But mine's going to be a Thor Majestic. Anyway, those guys to see, I know, I get so excited. For those guys to see that there's a whole community of crocheters out here supporting them, emotionally supporting them, that is huge for them, so that they don't get, stuck in depression or choose to do drugs over crochet, because that's a choice they have to make. They literally have to choose, am I going to crochet or am I going to go seek out some contraband? Because how it works out is that they wouldn't be able to continue to crochet inside. And these guys are choosing to crochet over all those other choices. Oh, honey. Oh, I'm so happy. That just makes my day. I pray that you're getting fed somehow through this. And that's the goal, right? To feed all of you, to inspire you, to give you a community to connect to. You should join our Discord. We're over on Discord, Dana's Wanderlust Crochet. And even if you don't crochet, you can, just follow along and be part of the community. We like to pop in with our little good morning memes, our coffee memes, our time to go to bed memes. And, we do some of our make-alongs we're doing all of our make-alongs are coordinated over there. The next square swap, which is not happening in 25, that will be coordinated over there. I gave myself a break on that, but I love those square swaps. I'm so happy that you joined us. Like I said, I've got a huge respect for quilts and quilters. And I feel like us as a crochet industry, absolutely, us as a crochet industry as a whole, we can learn a lot about value. Oh, Niles, he's going to take credit. He's something else, isn't he? Oh, Niles, he's something else. Come on around, big boy. I'm not going to hammer down until I get out of this fog. Frosty fog. Yes, crochet therapy. And for those of you who joined the Discord, you don't have to be part of our crochet alongs. Oh, cool. You don't have to be a part of our make-alongs, our swaps, or anything like that. Just be a part of the community. Niles. Actually, I named him, you know, I didn't think about that, Niles, but that's a good visual image. I pictured him from Frasier's brother Niles. But that is a good Niles. That's a good mental image right there. From the nanny. But I've always pictured Frasier's brother Niles. That's a good one. I'd forgotten about that Niles. I love Frasier. Well, I had forgotten about the nannies, Niles. So I love that mental picture. That's funny. Now I need to go on YouTube and find an episode of The Nanny. That's a good one. You guys are so smart. Yep, absolutely. Oh, I completely forgot about The Nanny. You know what TV show I loved back in the day? What was it called? Bosom Brothers? Bosom Brothers with Tom Hanks. Oh yeah, the cockatoo. So you guys, was that what it was called? Bosom Buddies. Bosom Buddies with Tom Hanks and the blonde. Yes! Yes! That was such a good show. Oh my goodness. Bosom Buddies. Yep, that was a good one. Look at all these guys past me. You go right ahead there, super truckers. I don't trust this weather. I don't trust the moisture and the 27 degrees out. I'm just not playing. I ain't playing. Hopefully, by the time we get to Kearney, the other side of Kearney, because we made it through Grand Island, when we get to the other side of Kearney, I'm hoping this starts to lift. We get back to the blue skies we had yesterday when I was headed towards Lincoln. Oh, I want to explore Nebraska. Oh. Nebraska's got so much history. So does Wyoming. I want to explore all of these states. So, have any of you guys watched the docu-series called The West? It was a show it was one of Ken Burns. Oh yeah, black ice is terrible. I don't believe we have that today, but I'm just not. You know what? I got plenty of time on this load. Plenty. And I have to stop in Salt Lake City to actually get license plates on this truck. I have been running since the first week of November. Got in this truck, it had 21 miles on it, and there have been no license plates on this baby. You have the DVD? Oh my goodness, I bought it on Amazon Prime. So I have it, but I would like to just start with the first episode and explore the areas like down there around Santa Fe and, you know, the southern borders. Kind of explore that area and then move on, you know, to the next, you know, to the Yellowstone plateau and just follow along. Use Ken Burns as a guide and go through all of that. I want to see the 2 locations where Black Kettle's band was massacred. There was one in Colorado and then there was one in Oklahoma. And I want to go to those areas, and I want to go up by Whitebird and see where the Nez Perce were, fighting for the, eastbound is closed near Hermiston. It's a good thing I'm not in, I just got a notification that flashed up for a second. I-84 near Hermiston, where I'm going with this load in a couple of days, 2-3 days, it's closed. Probably a storm. I'm probably going to be dealing with a storm before we get done with this load. I want to go to all those areas and just follow. I just want to follow along, because that series, that whole show kind of got me through a difficult time. I wasn't depressed or anything, but my husband had died. I had lost our place in Colorado. I had to move from Colorado with just my little 2-horse trailer and my pickup and my dog to a place sight unseen just outside of Emmett, Idaho. I went to work for these people I had never met in person on an L.O.C ranch up on Squaw Butte. And I lived in their basement apartment, nasty little basement apartment, and my life kind of started over there. So yes, and that show, and also I was sitting there on the couch in that little apartment. My mom is doing great. I was sitting there on the couch once again watching a show called Soda Springs on Netflix. I had watched that show, I started watching that show not long after my husband had died, and I lost our place, our 35-acre place in southeastern Colorado. And so I started watching that then, and I just kind of appreciated the storyline, how, the guy was coming out of a tough situation, and how his life was just kind of blossoming slowly into something really great. And I kind of felt like that was the path my life was taking. So I had to leave Colorado and move to Idaho to take that job. And I was sitting there watching Soda Springs for the umpteenth time. And the thing that got me about Soda Springs was Soda Springs, Idaho is a route I used to take between Colorado and Oregon, because I really liked that route, that Highway 30. Well, supposedly, I don't know, Amy. Supposedly, the town that the main character was in was Soda Springs, Idaho. But I was sitting there on the couch. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. And I was watching, and the guy pulled into the feed store, and it was High Desert Feed. And I paused the video and looked at that, and I realized High Desert Feed is on Washington Street in Emmett, Idaho, where I was living. That movie was filmed in the area and the town that I was living at that time, and it gave me goosebumps, because I started watching this movie about a year before, when I was still struggling with losing my husband and losing our place, and trying to decide how Dooley and I were going to progress. That was in Colorado when I started watching that. And then that time, sitting in Idaho, looking at that feed store, Soda Springs was not filmed in Soda Springs. It was filmed in southwestern Idaho in Gem and Payette County. And I was living in Gem County. I was living in Emmett. And when I saw that, then I started the movie over again. And every scene where that pickup is, I recognized where he was. So it's just interesting to me. I mean, literally, I got goosebumps because I started watching it a year before I knew I was even moving to Idaho. I had no idea I was moving to Idaho. I was still dealing with my husband's death and the loss of our ranch. And it was just me and Dooley trying to figure out what we were going to do. Just amazing. So I felt like, okay, I'm on the right track. I am on the right path. I left Colorado and came to Idaho, and that I felt completely confident in the fact that I was on the right path. So that movie and Ken Burns' The West, the singing in the beginning of that movie, of those episodes of The West, just, I love that. Those two shows mean a lot to me. Who's this? Is that Knight? Hello, Knight. I used to drive for them. That was a disappointment. I was disappointed in Knight. I wanted to drive for Knight before I even started truck driving school. And I was sorry that I did. But I wasn't sorry that I left a trucking company. And then I moved from Knight to, yeah, I'm on my second cup too. My second 30-ounce cup. So I drink big fat Yeti cups of coffee. I went from Knight to Market Express for a while until it wasn't. And then I came to, and I feel like I'm going to stay here. Of course, I felt like that with Market too, but we'll see. As long as things don't change. I mean, Market just turned into a completely different company. From, the first 3 months that I drove for them, I was never happier driving truck than I was those first 3 months. And then things just started changing, and not changing for the good. They were terrible. The last DM I had, he was okay. He was probably the best of the last 3 that I had. Nobody could beat the first one I had. That guy, he was great. Oh, I've never watched that. What am I watching now? Oh, I'm rewatching all of NCIS because I'm really into NCIS Origins. I don't know. I think it's Origins. So, rewatching that. I watched the last of Yellowstone. Such a sigh of happiness at the end. I just loved it. Loved it. And I had heard rumors on Facebook that they're going to do a season 6. I don't think so. No. It's done. That was a perfect ending. But I'm just freaking out over 1923. That's the one that I love. I really enjoyed Yellowstone. Couldn't get enough of 1823. Oh my goodness. Wow. But 1923 with Harrison Ford and I forget her name, the English actress. She's wonderful. Spencer and Alex. Oh, okay. I get that. Helen Mirren is, yes. Really? Nice. Wow. So do you cringe when you watch these shows, Tina? When you watch like NCIS and CSI and all of that kind of stuff? I always wonder if real techs like cringe. Like in Abby. I love Abby. But it's pure entertainment, right? That's all it is. It's just pure entertainment. But 1923, they're getting better. Okay, good. I'm just so into 1923. Who here watches 1923? I just, it kills me the way it ended last time. No! Well, and appreciate what you do, I bet. But I'm sure we can't all be Abby's. Because Abby is a very entertaining character. That's for sure. But I love watching NCIS Origins because of the 80s and 90s. And oh my goodness, it just brings back memories. No national database is there. No cell phone. Well, they were kind of getting into cell phones, I think. Are they using cell phones? I can't remember. They were just getting into behavioral science and profiling. Hello, Schaefer. Good morning. But 1923, you guys, with Harrison Ford and Miriam. Is that her name? Or Helen. Helen. What is her name again? I forget. Helen. Anyway, they are an amazing couple. It is a great story. I love it. I just love it. Helen. Oh, I love her. I love her. Last of the Summer Wine. Okay, I haven't heard of that. But 1823 was great. I loved it. And 1923, I think, is the best one of the three. I think it is the absolute best one. And I don't know how he can top that. If he goes another 40 years into the future and does another one that's in between 1923 and Yellowstone, I would love to see that happen, but I need more 1923 because that story is not over yet. The story was actually interrupted. 1883 was great, and I love that they used the girl from 1883. What was her name? I forget her name. They used her voice. Oh, okay. They use her voice. What was her name? It just escapes me. She narrated 1883. She's narrating 1923, and she also narrated the end of Yellowstone. So, is it Elsa? What was her name? She was the first one to be buried on their land in Montana. She was the daughter in 1883. Oh, she's awesome. Oh my goodness. I do have shows that I love. I've kind of watched Mayor of Kingstown, but dang, that's a train wreck. Oh, it's so morally corrupt. It's cringeworthy. I mean, like Yellowstone is cringeworthy, right? But I don't know. Yellowstone, I think, has done a whole lot better than Mayor of Kingstown. But, and Tulsa King. Oh, my goodness. Also cringeworthy. Hello. Awful shows. But great. But great. I started watching Landman. Is that what it's called, Robin? The one with Billy Bob Thornton. Okay, bye. With Billy Bob Thornton. It's another. That one's really. I don't know what Red One is. Red One, is that the Santa show? That looks good. If that's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, okay, that's a Red One. Yeah. I want to watch that one. How many of you have been streaming the Ryan Hall y'all, the Santa tracker? I imagine that was a great thing to follow, especially for kids. You could hear from Santa, you know, and the y'all bot was talking and keeping updates on where Santa was and the weather, and I imagine kids really loved the Ryan Hall y'all Santa tracker. 14 miles to Kearney, and it is not showing any signs of letting. Oh, I love streaming. I don't own a TV. That's what's great about this motorhome that I'm getting. I look at all these vans and motorhomes and campers, and I think, I don't need televisions mounted on the wall taking up space. I don't need awnings. Awnings are the first thing to get destroyed on an RV. I don't need a lot of these bells and whistles. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I have never watched a James Bond movie. I have walked through the living room while my dad was watching movies like Goldfinger. I have never watched one. I've seen all the Godfather movies. That's cringeworthy. L.O.C. England. You know that Amy's mom used to drive for the same company, guys? Yeah, just saying. Just saying. Huh. Denisha, I think, you know, some people might think that's a tragedy. I don't think so. I don't think so. I could have done without the Godfather movies. I'm sure I can do without the Bond movies. Well, then they're definitely guy movies, right? Some guys taste in movies, I'm telling ya. Oh, I never saw, I think I saw 1 to 2 episodes of that, and that was it. I never saw it anymore. I just couldn't stay hooked. It's like I'm having trouble with the mayor of Kingstown. It's like, okay, I've invested in all these seasons. If there's an episode, I feel like I've invested enough, I need to go watch it, but really I could have done without it. Oh, okay. I'm not into sci-fi. Oh, I love A Christmas Story. I love that movie. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Charlie. We're in Nebraska. We are westbound in Nebraska, and I think this fog, I just realized this fog is lightening up a little. Not as bad as it was, but it's freezing fog. It's 28 degrees. What's it like where you're at in Kansas, Charlie? What is going on? Everybody say hi, Charlie. There's Niles. What's up, folks? Oh, okay, so we got pretty much the same weather going on. I'm coming up to Kearney. Yep, let's go. I see you've been uploading a lot of videos and streaming some lives. You have been in your element. You have been doing great things. I love seeing the notifications for your videos and lives. Love it. Isn't he great, Denisha? Oh, and Niles is singing Christmas carols this morning. Anytime you say Merry Christmas, he breaks out into song. He's even got a verse from I'm Getting Nuttin' for Christmas. Somebody just sent me a picture. I can't look at it yet. Can't look at it yet. I will look at it. Oh, I think that's fabulous, Charlie. That is just so cool. So cool. You've been doing great things. Great things for the Christmas light community. I love it. Christmas decoration where I'm at is all that frosty grass and the frosty trees and the frosty fence line. We're having a good frosty morning. Yep. You got some fans over here in the crochet community. That's for sure. Oh, I'm starting to see things kind of lighten up just a little bit. I think I've been saying all along, we get on the other side of Kearney, this fog might lift. We'll see, Benji. We'll see, buddy. Yes, Frosty is well represented out here. Absolutely. We got frosty pine trees, frosty mile markers. That's right. They don't blink or change color. It's a very silvery color tone out here. Very pretty. Even the cattle have a little frost on their backs. Way to participate, girls. Way to represent. Oh. We're having a great morning. We're having a great time this morning. We're talking crochet, we're talking quilts, we're talking movies, we're talking motorhomes. That is amazing. Oh, we love us some Karen and KB Fibers here. That is for sure. Yep. Crochet people, we are fans of Christmas on Crestline. That's for sure. Oh, I think they're quite fine. I think they're quite comfortable in their own body heat and their winter coats. I think they're doing great. They're out there eating the corn stubble. That's tasty stuff. Tasty, tasty. They're having a good Christmas. They got lots of food, lots of water. They're not being harassed. They're just out there eating today. Well, that's a wheat stubble field right there. Nope, that's corn stubble. Yep, those cattle, they love that corn stubble. Okay, we're coming into Kearney. We should see the archway at Kearney. That's an archway I really want to check out. That's a motorhome bucket list. Yarn Bus bucket list item is the archway at Kearney. I hear there's like shops and a little museum in there, and it goes over the freeway. It's pretty amazing. I'll never forget the first time I was driving out here. I was eastbound, headed towards Lincoln, when I was driving for May Trucking Company. I'm like, and it was a beautiful sunny day, and I'm looking up miles ahead like, what on earth is going on the freeway up there? I was fascinated as I got closer and drove underneath it. It's great. I want to go inside there so bad. I just haven't been able to do that driving truck. So next Yarn Bus, hopefully I can make it out here and check that out. New Yarn Bus I'm saving up for this year, you guys. New Yarn Bus in the works. New used Yarn Bus. Absolutely. what we're working towards. Oh, well, the fog seems to be thickening up again. There's the archway, you guys. You can hardly see it. Now it's coming into view. It's huge! The Kearney Archway. There it is. Historical exhibit, gift shop, snacks, tourist info. Take the journey that built America. There it is. I so want to check that out. Look, there's truck parking there. I gotta go in there one of these days. I'm sure they're not open today. It is Christmas Day. Hopefully it's not open today. Hopefully those people get to be at home today with their families. And did you guys know that there is a Lincoln Memorial, like a Lincoln Monument in Wyoming along this same freeway? I think we'll be passing that today. I don't know how far we're going to get today. We're at least getting to Cheyenne. But this monument is right there on the side of Interstate 80 between Cheyenne and Laramie. Because this is considered the Lincoln Highway. It used to be Highway 30, and I think it started in Illinois or Indiana. It starts somewhere back there, and it goes along Interstate 80. Of course, the Lincoln Highway was built well before Interstate 80, and it pretty much follows the Old Oregon Trail. That's another trek. That's another Yarn Bus bucket list item. Yes, Benji, I'm hoping the fog lifts pretty quick and we can get up to speed. I don't like this freezing fog, this frosty road. We can kick on the cruise and hammer down into Cheyenne. I think that's a creek headed toward, nope, that's not creek. I thought that was creek headed towards us. It's not. Oh, Peter Sharkey, my friend Peter just texted me a picture. I can't see it because I'm driving, but I got a notification. Is it like Highway 30, Diane? I don't know where it starts. I thought it started in Illinois or Indiana, but it was the old Lincoln Highway, and it goes all the way into San Francisco, the Bay Area. Anyway, I want to explore that. I grew up along Highway 30 in Oregon. This is Kearney, Nebraska. Well, it was Kearney, Nebraska. Now we're going on past it. Not a big place. I love Nebraska. And anytime now this fog can lift. I'm going to have to check that out. Another Yarn Bus bucket list item. Yarn Bus 2.0, because 1.0 is a hunk of junk and needs to go somewhere. Needs to go away. But Yarn Bus 2.0, that'll be probably a used Thor Majestic. Very plain Jane model, which I like. I don't need all those extras. I don't want to pay for all those extras. Oh. So Charlie, I hope you and Jean and the family are having a wonderful, relaxing, peaceful, joyful Christmas. There's a rest area coming up. We don't need it. We don't need it, huh, Benji? We're good. We're good to go. We're hunting those clear skies. How far west this, because it seems like when we were here yesterday, this was clear skies. This was wide open. I was hoping we were going to come back into that today. Of course, we started at Big Springs, which is a ways out. Big Springs, Nebraska to Lincoln yesterday, and this morning we started in Lincoln. We're going to get fuel in Cheyenne and head somewhere west of there. You know, Nebraska is on the short list of states that I might retire in. Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana, northeastern Colorado, all this area. Maybe even one of the Dakotas. I haven't done a lot of time in the Dakotas. I've never been to South Dakota. I've driven through North Dakota, just driven through for, you know, driving truck. But we don't have any shipping lanes that go through South Dakota. So haven't been through there. Haven't been able to go visit our friend Stephanie Hopper. Just love it out here. So nice. I would consider maybe a northern portion of Kansas. You know, my family grew up in Esben, Kansas. That's where my grandmother and grandfather are from. Esben, Kansas. Tiny little hole in the wall, like tiny little place in northern Kansas. Oh my goodness, hams and a pork shoulder. Oh my goodness. Okay, road trip to Kansas, you guys. Oh yeah, road trip. Let's go visit Charlie and Jeanie. I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever's coming out of that smoker. Ugh. Oh, I'm going to try to do 500 miles today. So somewhere in Wyoming. I am 360 miles from, I've driven 128. I'm going to try to just clear 500 miles today. So somewhere in the middle of Wyoming. About 8 hours total for the day. I try to hit 8 to 9 hours in the winter time. Summertime, I like to push a whole lot more daylight hours in the summer, but we're in the shortest days of the year, so yeah, as long as we don't get shut down anywhere, we'll just keep on trucking till we hit 500 and then we're pulling over. I'm thinking somewhere on the other side of Laramie. Maybe somewhere on Elk Mountain or into Rollins, Wyoming. As long as the wind isn't blowing up there on top, we'll be fine. We'll be just fine. So all day, driving all day. We'll take a 30-minute break somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe crochet a little on my first set of socks. Heck yes, yeah! Road trip to Kansas, you guys. Let's turn this rig around and head south. Because we are north of Charlie right now. I would love that. Let's just show up with a truckload and empty out that smoker. Holy cow! My mouth is watering. We have been live for 3 hours, and when we do stop again, I will end the live and let others go live. Yes, Lorelei, actually the make-along over on Robin's channel, Roaming with Rover, we're doing a set of basic socks for the month of February. But, you know, like I'm caught up with the current make-along, which is the Autumn's charm hat and the divine hat to honor Keri's crochet guys from Keri's Threads of Hope. I've done the divine hat, so I might as well move on and get started on the socks now, because if I try to do things in make-alongs with, during, the time that those make-alongs are being done, I will fall behind. So I have started those basic socks. And if you want a link to the pattern, just email me or text me. And yes, first set of socks ever. I have never crocheted socks before, and I am loving them. So, because I'm normally, Charlie, I'm a big Afghan type of person. I like big, colorful projects that take a lot of planning. And I love doing it in squares that I have to put together. But this is my first set of socks. So 2025 is going to be the year of wearables to me, because I've also started a cardigan that I plan on doing a make-along with in March. March is the cardigan for the make-along. But February is the socks, and we're supporting Robin's make-along on Roaming with Rover. So yes, my first set of socks using the Sasquatch sock yarn. Yes, I love trying new things. I'm very excited about the cardigan. I'm about, I want to say 75% done with the cardigan already, and that's for March. But I decided to start those socks last night, and I'm about halfway through I started at the toe, I'm about halfway through the foot, going towards the heel. And the heels are going to be, the heel and the cuff are going to be a contrast color. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, type RPS, you guys, to challenge Niles to a game of rock, paper, scissors. And anytime you say Merry Christmas, he will break out in song. He's in rare form today. And we run all these things over on Discord. That's what that link is. Please join us on Discord. Discord is very easy. There's a main, chat room where we, general chat where we chat together, and then there's a chat room for the current make-alongs, and a chat room for the squares, and there are chat rooms. Oh, thank you, Denisha. There's a chat room for, chats for the individual. Okay. So we have chat rooms for the pattern testing. I'll have a pattern to test in 25. I don't pump out patterns and have tests going on all the time. They are few and far between. But the pattern testers are there, and anybody who just wants to hang out with the group. It's just a community, and it is fabulous. So join us over on Discord. Come on, fog, you gotta lift. It's pretty clear right here, but then it looks like it gets heavy again. So the fog is going way further west than it did yesterday. Goodness. Come on over, Amazon. Good morning, Demetra. Good morning, good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Come on in. Niles is in rare form this morning. There he goes. There he goes. I think that's French. Is that French? I don't know what that is. Now he's speaking French. He speaks Spanish. He was all about Feliz Navidad earlier. And then he breaks out in Christmas carols. Even some naughty Christmas carols, like I'm getting nothing for Christmas. He breaks out in a line of that. Oh, is it? Okay, yes. See, you would know. All right, Terry, let's see what happens. Challenge on. Oh, Niles. Oh, Niles. Okay, next decent sized little town we're headed towards is North Platte. Okay, certainly the fog's got to be lifted by North Platte. Come on, fog, let's lift. Ugh, my leg is getting tired. It is a little... Oh, nice. Very nice. A little Greek, a little Spanish, a little French this morning. And a whole lot of English. A whole lot of redneck going on here. Burn that fog, yes. Come on, fog. It's a little lighter than it has been, but it doesn't seem to be lifting. Oh, you won with a pair of scissors. Nice. Oh, my mouth is watering thinking about that smoker of yours, Charlie. I bet that's going to be good. Oh. What's this? What's this? Harlan County Reservoir, Nebraska Prairie Museum. Yes, he's being very nice. Yes, it's a giant chat room. Okay, I have to find your Discord, Charlie, because I want to be a part of that. Hello. I wonder if I can... Hang on a second. I got to do something here. Here we go. Okay. Charlie, I just gave you a new blue dress to wear. Can you drop the link to your Discord if you're open for new members of your Discord? Maybe it's exclusive. I didn't even think of that. Maybe it's kind of an exclusive deal. And if it's exclusive, then don't do it. You know, I totally get it. Totally get it. I didn't even think about that before I stuck my foot in my mouth. Exit 257. There's camping there. Should we just pull over and go camping? I would like to. I would like to just spend the day crocheting on those socks. That's for sure. Yep, my first pair of socks. Well, I did my first... I don't remember, Tina. I would have to look. I'll have to go look when we're parked. When we pull it over tonight. Because I'll be in Discord. We do a lot of voice chats. Just sitting around, yakking in the voice chat. Sometimes I'm crocheting. Sometimes I'm doing chores in the evening here in the truck. Ordering my DoorDash for my groceries. Cooking dinner. We're crocheting. We do all the things. I'm planning on doing some movie nights. I want to try some movie nights. Dad joke. Oh, there's my friend Kenny telling me Merry Christmas. Sorry, Kenny, I'm driving. Just got a notification. I'm driving, dude. I'll respond to him later. Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. Dad jokes. What's up, folks? Anytime you say Charlie, Niles is going to respond with, what's up, folks? Do you know how long I waited for you to show up and for people to type in your name so that Nightbot would respond? It seems like I waited 6 months for that to happen. I'm such a nerd. field off to the right, but it looks like the cattle have already done their thing in there. Okay, do you have a link? Because, see, I gave you a blue dress. You're wearing a pretty blue dress now, Charlie. You can drop a link to your Discord and we can join. Oh. If you're looking for more people, if not, it's totally cool. Totally cool. You guys should check out Christmas on Crestline. Those who have never checked out Charlie, that is a wonderful channel to follow. It is absolutely brilliant all year long. We love Charlie and Jean on here in the crochet community. Ooh, here we go. Okay. That's me. That's me. That's what I do, Denisha. Constantly. Okay, Charlie. Love seeing you this morning. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas to you and Jean and the whole family. Happy birthday. I'm like Frosty. Happy birthday. See, again, it's hard to speak around my foot. Enjoy that smoked ham. Oh my goodness. Pulled pork, pork shoulder. Oh my goodness. I'm all about that. Have a great day. This fog list. Oh my goodness. Tired of this. Well, it's warming up a little. We're up to 30 degrees, you guys. Lid. Okay, done with the coffee. Moving on to water now. We gotta find a place to pull over and end the live and let you guys go on with your life. We've been on here for 3 hours and 19 minutes. Time for some water. Maybe give the puppy another you-know-what. It's time for him to go pirouette. He does little pirouettes out there in the grass. Doesn't he? Yes, he does. You knew what I was talking about. Yes. Next rest area, maybe, buddy. Next rest area. I bet everybody's checking out that Discord. Just copy that. Nope, I can't. I'll have to come back. I'll have to come back for that. Time to peel those potatoes. I'm feeling like a snack, too. Feeling like a snack. I think everybody clicked on his link and they went and joined his Discord. That is fabulous. Charlie and Jean, they're just good people, you guys. Very good people. Warms my heart to see them when they go live or upload a video. Duh? What's duh? Well, there's a travel plaza at exit 248, but we don't want that. We want to keep on trucking. We want to pull off like at a rest area or oh yeah, we're all joining the Discord. Yes. I'll be doing that afterwards after we go to take a BREAK. He knows that word too. And I think sometimes he can't spell. I think he knows how to spell Potty. I think he knows who you know who is. He's a pretty smart dog, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Mr. Man. Mr. Little Man. Yeah. They aren't stupid, that's for sure. They do figure these things out. They absolutely learn English. I'm afraid if I taught him to ring the bell or make a noise of some kind that, you know, for when he needs a break, I'm afraid he would take advantage, and I think he's smart enough that he would fake me out. Okay, people, I gotta get over because there's a truck in the shoulder. Gotta get over. Thank you for speeding on by there, Nebraska. Bay and Bay. Hope they're okay. I don't see any flats, but that doesn't mean anything. On my shoulders. Oh. I need to do some stretches. I need to rub some of those knots out. Ugh. Crocheting does that to me. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we want to go at least another 2 hours before we take a 30. And we're still 6 hours away, 6 hours of driving away from our fuel stop in Cheyenne. We got a ways to go and miles to go before I sleep. Who knows what that is? And miles to go before I sleep. Boy, that fog's, it's a little lighter, and it's a little warmer out. We're up to 30 degrees. But it is not lifting. I'm hoping by the time we get to North Platte, because we've made it to Keri and there and gone. Hopefully North Platte, it'll start lifting. That looked like a badger. There was a badger laying there. Forget the painting. Yes, ma'am. Good choice. Good choices. It's always a better choice to crochet, huh, buddy? He's like, okay. Forget the painting. Just crochet. It's Christmas. Do what you want to do. Do the things that make you happy and give you peace. That's what I want to do. I want to crochet today. And I think on my 30-minute break, I'm going to get another round or two done on that sock. I'm loving that. Loving that. Well, we're going to go about another 2 hours before we take a 30. But we are going to hit something up here. Hopefully a rest area. I think there's one coming up in the next 10-15 miles. We'll get the puppy off the trucky. Get the puppy off the trucky. What do you think, buddy? Yeah, you're so soft. You are just so soft. Yes, you are. You're just a soft baby. He's a soft baby. He's always been soft. Old Pat, she gave him at least one bath a week. And he was, oh, so fluffy. It's such a long, thick, beautiful coat. Oh, well, did you get that link to that sock pattern? If not, email me or text me. and I will send you a link to the sock pattern we're doing, but you may have one that you prefer. My next one is, I think I'm going to do that waistcoat stitch sock. I really want to try that. It's got an afterthought heel. Yeah, I really want to try that. Ooh, we're up to 31 degrees. I think this fog is lifting a little bit. Like I can barely see some blue up there in the sky, and my sight distance is a lot further. I've got the cruise set at 68. Ooh, a divine hat, yes! And then send either me or Keri a picture of your hat when it's done, so those guys can feel the love, knowing that we are doing a make-along with them. Yes! Divine hats are so easy. Yes, I can see a little bit more road. We have a much further sight distance than we did. So hopefully at some point before we hit Wyoming, we're going to be able to see some blue sky. That's what I'm looking. That's my goal, is to see some blue sky. It is really lightening up a lot. Welcome to Lexington. Did you? Excellent. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that. That is wonderful. Those guys are going to be so encouraged to know that there are people supporting them, at least, you know, mentally, emotionally supporting them. Yeah, it looks better on screen than it does. Yes, we want to lift those up. There he goes singing again. That is not a Christmas song, Niles. That's an 80s hair band song. That's Twisted Sister right there. Oh, here comes a Crete. Merry Christmas, Crete. I'm going to give him a little flash. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Lots of Crete drivers and Schaefer drivers and Hunt Transportation. It's getting hot in here. And Hunt Transportation drivers, we're all in the same company. We all drive on Christmas. Well, not all. Some guys are home. Some guys are sitting. We're driving, huh, Benji? We just drive. A couple times a year, we'll go home for a week. Well, my next time home is going to be in April, so that I can take the crochet cruise up to Alaska with Robin and Deb. I think Deb is going. Lori was going, but then she missed the deadline. There's a handful of us crocheters going on that Alaskan cruise in April. Exit 237 ahead. There should be a rest area coming up. Merry Christmas, Adrian! We are westbound in Nebraska. Yesterday we were eastbound. But at this point yesterday, the fog, I hadn't hit the fog yet. But the fog extends much further west than it did yesterday. So we are hunting the blue sky. We're hoping we make it to blue sky before we hit Wyoming. We got Kearney, Nebraska behind us. We got North Platte in front of us. Hunting some blue sky. Ugh. Keri. We're all waving at each other this morning. Oh, how fun! How fun! What's for breakfast? I'm ready for my next little snack. Oh, Tina won. Christmas sparkle pancakes. That sounds good to me. I'll be right there. I'm headed your way, actually. Headed your direction. Merry Christmas, Ellen. We were talking about you earlier. Oh, Niles is singing to you. He's been singing all morning. He has been on a roll. He's singing, he's kissing Denisha. No, it was a good thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't remember what we were talking about. I think we were talking about hot shots. Were we talking about hot shots? I don't remember. Don't remember. Uh-oh, whoopsie. He'll get over it. Were we talking about? I don't remember now, but I do remember your name coming up. A couple hours ago, it came up. Yeah. He'll be happy, whatever it is. That's the difference between having Christmas for the kids and having Christmas for adults. We're in Nebraska. We're heading towards Hermiston, Idaho, which it's going to take. There's a lot of time on this load going to Hermiston, but like I need to get into Utah because my license plates are in. So when I get to Utah, I need to have my license plate put on my truck, and then we'll head on through Idaho and into Eastern Oregon, which I just saw a notification a little bit ago that the freeway's closed in Hermiston. So I'm glad I'm not there today. They're probably getting hit with a storm, or there's been an accident, or something's going on. I should be there the 28th or 29th. We'll see, because I got to get these plates on my truck. So we're just cruising along in the fog. Oh. Oh, yeah. I will, Ellen. What are you up to today? Are you crocheting? You doing the family thing? What's going on with you? Oh, yeah. I imagine it's the weather and maybe an accident because of that weather that shut down 84. I don't know. I couldn't read it. I just got a notification. Yep, probably. looking for that next rest area. I don't know where it is. When we see it, we'll pull in and end the live, and everybody goes on with their day. I'll be listening to Crochet. Nice. Nice. Family day. I started a sock. I have never crocheted a sock before, Ellen, so the February make-along is socks, and that's being hosted by Robin. So I went ahead and started my sock, my first sock, and when I get to the heel, I think I'm going to start the second sock and have that done before I go with the heel. Southern Oregon, like Cave Falls? Are they in Klamath Falls? Medford? I know Southern Oregon. Christmas Valley? Adrian? There's an Adrian, Oregon? Oh, that is wonderful. Well, what's the gender? Ashland Phoenix Talent. Okay, just south of Medford. Yes, my husband's from Eagle Point. Was from Eagle Point. That's where he grew up. That's a ways to go, and that's a rough road to drive over there. Oh my goodness. That road. In my little 28-foot Dolphin motorhome, that was bam, 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 bam. That is a rough road. Oh, a pink ordinance on the field. That's awesome. Christmas Valley. Yep. The ZX Ranch is down there. It's one of the, I don't know if it's the largest ranch on the continental U.S. or one of the largest. It used to be the largest cattle ranch on the in the continental U.S. Oh, rest area, 1 mile, you guys, and we'll end the live. I'm going to give you know who a you know what. He's going to go pirouette. Don't worry, Ryder, we're getting off the road up here. You're going to have a granddaughter. Yay! Happy grandma. I know that's a happy grandma right there. Here we go. Oh, don't be closed. I see construction barrels. Don't be closed. Oh, it's not closed. I see trucks in there. Okay. Here we go. Come on, Ryder. Come on around, dude. I'm slowing down. I kicked off the cruise. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. Ooh. Where are we going to park? You know what? We're going to park right there. Right behind CR England. In April. Oh, nice. Baby boy and a baby girl on the way. We're going to park right here. Take a quick one. Okay, we're done. We're done. Okay, hang on, buddy. Hang on, buddy. Let's see. Let's go off duty. Turn you guys around. Okay, you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas day, whatever you're doing. Benji and I are just going to be driving and crocheting and listening to the playlist and having a good day. I have really enjoyed being with all of you here this morning. So, Yes, I'm going to go join, I will let you know. I'm going to go join Charlie's Discord channel. Very excited about connecting with him on Discord, him and Jean. Yes, everybody have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Bye.